Hello, Angel here. Welcome back if you've been here before, or otherwise, thanks for stopping by if you're new to my channel. So, today we're going to be looking at the decks I'm going to be using for March and even my intentions for my practice for the coming month. So, we're going to dive straight in, and what should we start with? What do you think? Let's start with a wee quick roundup of February because February went really well for me, I've got to say, and I've been doing lots of arts and crafting, and I'm gonna say like art witchery. Can I say that? I don't know, but I've been pulling a lot more of that into my practice this month, and it's been fantastic. I've enjoyed every second of it. I'm going to do a video on the things that I've been creating this month. Obviously that took quite a bit of my time. As you can see, I'm still feeling very drawn to amethyst, and I was quite naughty, I purchased this beautiful piece of amethyst in February, which is very beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, so I'm still working with the same themes I was working with in February, which is healing the facets of myself. That's going to be an ongoing practice now. So yeah, let's start with the decks I'm going to be working in February. No, March even. Holy moly, the year is going way too fast. Okay, so I can say I worked with these decks in February actually. This is the Reclaim Oracle, which is this one, and strange but true, this is the Macabre Tarot by Sam Rook. And these two paired really well together. Now I had bought this deck, I feel like back in September, October or something like that, and I was kind of feeling it was going to be like a Halloween deck, and I didn't get to work with it. I just didn't have the time to work with it, which was really naughty. And then I saw a walkthrough on Simon's channel, The Hermit's Cave, and I was watching that walkthrough and I was thinking, oh, I've got that deck. And it suddenly occurred to me, I just had this like moment of, clarity that these two would pair really well together. So, that's what I did. I paired them and they work fantastically together. Now, I did a deck dialogue with this this deck, and I've found that it's a really gentle reader. I know that sounds quite strange with, with the way the illustrations are. And I've also found this to be a really intuitive deck, much more than I thought it would be. So this has been a total winner for me. Now, obviously, I don't pull. I usually pull one card from the Reclaim Oracle, and then I build my tarot spread around, using the Macabre Tarot around this centre card. I find that the Reclaim Oracle is a total kick in the bum. In a good way. It's a gentle deck, don't get me wrong, but holy moly does it kick you in the bum and like make you sit up and take notice. It's a really powerful deck in my experience. So I tend to, I personally feel that I can't draw more than one card from this deck, to to be able to handle what it's got to tell me. And I feel I've also got to be in a specific frame of mind to work with this deck. So this is the first pairing. Amazing, very intuitive deck. I really enjoy Sam Rook's artwork and her decks generally. I have the Cosmic CUNT Tarot. I have the Rainbow Moon Tarot, which is like one of my all-time favourite decks. And I've even got the Macabre Tarot. And I really want to get her newest one coming out by Hay House later on this month. This year, which is. Oh no, the name's escaped me. Valuria's Tarot, I think it's called. I think the indie version is called Penelope's Tarot, maybe. So I really want to get that one as well. That's a bit of a side story. Anyway, these two were amazing, and this deck, fantastic. And thank you very much to Simon at the Hermit's Cave, because you reminded me that I had this deck, and you sparked that moment of intuition that these two would really work well for me together. So I worked with this one in February. I'm going to continue with this one in March. Let's just move these out of the way quickly. Right, the next one I'm going to be working with, the next pairing is, now this one unfortunately is a fake deck which I got as a present, but I haven't binned it. I'm actually using it. This is the Star Seekers Tarot. This is unfortunately a fake. I have edged mine. I got it as a present. I think it was for birthday or Christmas. I can't remember, but they're quite close together. And people that aren't into tarot, they kind of go by the price of decks, unfortunately, instead of, you know. So I really need to talk to, in a polite way, I need to speak to my people that are my friends that are purchasing, not my friends, sorry, my family that's purchasing a deck for me, which is my very kind of them. However, yeah. Anyway, that's by the by. This is, yeah, the fake deck, as I mentioned. This deck is the Creativity deck. I'm going to show you the box so you know what I'm talking about. The Creativity Oracle by Amy Zerner and Monty Farber, I want to say. Love this deck. Really, really great. These have got like keywords and explanations on the back, and I know some people aren't a big fan of that, but for me, that works really, really well. I mean, look how chunky this deck is as well. There's lots and lots of cards. I think it's how many cards are there? That's a good question. I should look this up already. 80 cards. That's a really good oracle size, I feel. And, you know, I just really enjoy these two together. I love this High Priestess card. I think it's amazing. Yeah, I just really enjoy how they speak and work together and the messages I get from both. I'm going to end up purchasing this deck indie style, because it's a really good reader for me. I really, really enjoy it. When I first opened it, I was like, I don't know. And then I started reading, you know, I did a deck dialogue with it, and it was just really excellent. A real excellent reader. I did my year ahead spread with this deck. And I've used it for not Boho Tarots. That was the old tarot name. Dawn Michelle's monthly medicine. I'm a weaver, a member of her her group, and I used that for this. I used this deck for that as well, and it was really, 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 really impressive. Love this card. Anyway, so yes. So there we have it. That's those two. I really enjoy the colour palette of this one as well. And I'm feeling there's a bit of a theme going on with the decks that I'm choosing this month, which you'll see in a wee second. Love this colour palette. Then let's move this one out of the way as well. I'm also going to be using this deck in March. This is, I'm not even going to try and attempt to say this. This is a German deck. It translates to Soul Journey Tarot. This is mass market. I got this from Amazon. Beautiful backs. Can you notice the theme of, or the palette, the theme running through? What's it called? The March decks. I've got one more which is coming up in a second, and you'll see it as well there. Yeah, beautiful gilding. Wasn't expensive. Wasn't a very expensive deck. Love, love, love this Tower card. Absolutely amazing. Look at this beautiful light that's coming through her. I love that. It reminds me of the Japanese, what's the Japanese, when they're repairing pottery. I think it begins with a K. I'm going to put it on the screen. It totally reminds me of that. I'm going to put it on the screen. I can't think what it's called. Anyway, the figures in this deck are quite young, which is fine. You know, it's all good. That usually bothers me because obviously I'm not a spring chicken myself, but I'm just feeling totally drawn to this deck, and I can't wait to work with it in March. Actually, I have to say. I mean, look at this; it's beautiful, and I mean, I don't know if you can see this. It's got like there's all these runes that are drawn on the. I want to say they're birch trees. I mean, it's beautiful. And let me look at this. Look at this. Look at this. gorgeous. What was I going to say? I was going to say that I feel some of the cards are a bit, they're like a little bit pippish, maybe, I would say. Or pips with feelings. Pips with feelings, I'm going to say that. But it totally works for me. I love it. I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. I mean, look at this. Oh, I'm going to say that about every card. I'm just going to stop. I mean, look at this. I'm sorry. I've totally fallen in love with this deck. So yeah, that. And I'm not feeling drawn for a pairing for this one, I have to say. I'm kind of feeling that I want to have this by itself. But if I was going to pair a deck with it, I just said I wasn't going to pair it. Now I feel that I need to pair it. And I would totally be feeling drawn to pair it with this deck. This is Season of the Witch, Beltane. Also gilded in gold. Look at that. That's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it? There I was saying I wasn't going to pair it, and here I am pairing it. Oh, wait. Hey-ho. Yeah, I feel that these two would really speak to each other. I could be totally wrong, but I don't think I am. But you never know. Oh, so I might end up pairing it in March now. I'm looking at these two together. Oh, let's just take a couple more. I shouldn't really, but you know, we've got a bit of time, haven't we? I think so. Let's take two more. And last one. Oh, I'm totally feeling that it's going to pair really well together. Oh, holy moly. Okay, I'm adding this one to my March decks. No character. No character, that's me. But, you know, it's good to be a bit spontaneous as well. And, you know, to go with your intuition and how you feel about your practice, I think. One more deck that I'm planning on working with in March, and that is this one. This was a Kickstarter that I backed. This is the Monsoon Tarot. Are you recognising a colour theme again? This is totally an intuitive deck for me. Yeah, really enjoy it. I love the colour palette. And I really like some of the characters, or a lot of the characters, don't have a face, which totally resonates with me, because when I was when I used to draw, when I was, you know, back in school, like I'm talking 13, 14, 15, 16, something like that, I didn't used to draw people with faces either. Their faces were also blank. So this totally resonates with me, that, I don't know if you can see here, they don't really have faces or expressions, and that totally works for me. I've seen a couple of other people that have created videos on this deck, and they felt that the palette has been too, what's the word? The colour palette of the deck is too, oh, I can't think of the word. Oh, you see where we are again. I'm forgetting my words. I'm going to put it on the screen. And the fact that the characters or the people in this deck don't have any faces or expressions. But, you know, that totally works for me. I love it. So I'm really looking forward to getting into this one. Love this Tower card. I love it that it's water instead of like fire energy. Love that. Yeah, I'm not going to do a whole walkthrough, but I love the colour palette. Limited colour palette is the word I was looking for. Yes, people have said that they find the colour palette too limiting. You know, sometimes, you know, I can, you know, find these words in my brain when I need to. Excellent. Makes me a happy bunny. Okay, so those are the decks. Totally going to be working with Amethyst still in March. And I'm even going to be continuing with my reads. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get through reading the book that I wanted to read in February, which was this book. I got halfway through. I'm still working with it. And the reason I didn't finish it is because, you know, I'm a bit of a cheeky monkey, and I started with this book at the same time, Tarot for Transformation. This is a chunky monkey. So this is definitely something I'm going to be continuing with. And I'm not intending to rush through this book. You're working with this book one card at a time, so I'm still on the 4 at the minute, and there's lots of journaling prompts, and there's lots of, you know, things to think about and journal about and write about and reflect over. So I'm in no rush to finish this, but it's going to be something I'm working with in March as well and ongoing through the year. Also going to be continuing, with my Alter Within book. And obviously I'm still, my poor book fell on the floor, sorry. I'm also going to be, here we go, I've got so many books, I don't know what to do with myself. I also want to delve into this book this month, of Blood and Bones. Now, I'm a vegetarian, I don't work with bones. The closest that I come to working with bones are my own, what's the word? Animal friendly bones, which aren't bones, they're little sticks that I found in the woods, and I took off the bark and wood burnt them, and I use them as almost like bone casting on my tarot and oracle readings for specific practices. Anyway, but I really want to jump into this. I'm not against using blood in my practice. I do use blood in my blood moon cycle practice. If you want to take a look at or find out more about that, there's a video on my playlist somewhere, which I might link in the description section. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to, flicking through this, seeing what this is all about. And I'm even looking into this one as well, which is Sticks, Stones, Roots and Bones. I'm not planning on working with the bones, but I just really want to read it and see what it's all about. So I'm going to be dipping into those as well this month. As I mentioned, I have been doing quite a lot of, I want to say art witchery this month, which I mentioned right at the start of the video. This is my altered book project, which I'm going to be continuing with in March. I've been loving doing this month. I love doing it in January as well, but the more weeks that go on, the more I enjoy it. And if you don't know about this book project, I'm going to link another video in the description. This is not my project. This is Claudia Kay's altered book project from Claudia Kay Vintage, her channel here on YouTube. And she releases a prompt every single Wednesday, and I am so there for it. I've been really lucky that every Wednesday so far since January, I have been, biting at the bit at 4 o'clock when the prompt, when she starts her lives, and I'm waiting there, ready for her to start her live and release her prompt. It's so enjoyable and so exciting. I love it. So thank you to Claudia Kay for this project. I'm going to be doing an update, which will be a bit of a shorter update this month because yeah, I think we've only had 3 prompts in February, if that could be correct. So it'll be a bit of a shorter wrap up anyway, but keep an eye out for that. That's coming soon. I've also been doing some other projects. This one, for instance, can you see a theme running through? Can you see a theme? I think you can, can't you? Yeah, I'm totally being drawn to that colour. So this is going to be a book about crystals, obviously, crystals that I have in my collection, so that I've got a quick reference. And this is made out of a Amazon Jiffy envelope, I want to say, like the padded envelopes. I'm going to do a video a bit about that as well. But I painted, obviously, all this myself. And I treated myself to some new acrylics this month as well. And I'm so glad I did, because these colours, obviously, they totally are floating my boat right at the minute. So March month is going to be, focus again on creativity and drawing and painting and sketching and artwork and everything like that, because it totally makes me, feel good, and I really enjoy it. And I'm totally in for and up for doing more things that fill my cup and feed my soul. So why not? I think we're pretty much done. This feels very quite similar to February, apart from the decks. So yeah, keep an eye out for my videos coming out in March. I don't want to give too much away, so just keep an eye out, and yeah, I'm going to wish you a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Take care. Please like and subscribe. And if you would like to press the notification bell, that would be fantastic too. Have a good day. Take care. Toodaloo.